Sorry, I had to stop and restart the stream there. Wasn't getting the desktop audio through the stream, but it seems to be good now. At least it was good a second ago. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. It might not be, but anyway, let's keep going. So today we just got a bunch of Valor refunded. So I'm sitting at 17,000. And I've got 20 Palantir views, so we want to use those. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish unlocking all the uncommons and commons that I don't have. I actually do have all the commons already, except for the ones that are locked behind hero packs, which we don't care about right now. So reinforcements, we're going to get both those. One second, let me go. Yeah, get both the reinforcements. So there goes 1,500, and then I'm going to get both a Ranger's Blade, even though it's not really a card I plan on using at any point. But we don't want them showing up in our Palantir views. Cortland Sight we can't get yet. Get the Orcs we can't get yet. Record Keeper we can't get yet. Force Snare we need. That might be the last one actually, because that's 4,500, and I'm pretty sure that's how many I was missing. Yeah, so we just have rares left, and that's it. I'm actually I'm mostly just hoping to get Erkenbrand. So we're gonna do Palantir polls until I get Erkenbrand, if I get Erkenbrand. And then we're going to unlock some other hero packs to maybe get some other cards as well. So, let's do, I've never done a Palantir pulse. Let's go do that. Hey, Uncars, you've used Ranger's Blade in a reinforcement stack. I guess that makes sense, eh? Because you're running double leadership at that point. It's just, yeah, it sucks how it's like a straight downgrade from, what's the other one? Warrior Sword, I think. Alright, let's use a Palantir view. Oh man, I got Erkenbrand right away, and Spider card back. Sweet. So yeah, my goal is to get 2 Erkenbrands, so we could get him very quickly. Hey, Privateer Jess, how's it going? Thanks for joining as well. Alright, cool, good start. If we get 2 Erkenbrands right away, then we can move on pretty quickly. We got a Barliman Butterbur. So you can spend 1 resource and exhaust him to draw a card. It's not the most efficient way to get cards, but it adds some flexibility, I guess, to an otherwise 1/1/5 character for 2, which isn't terrible. Alright, let's keep going. Bjorn. Okay, so as is expected, we're only getting rares so far. There is a chance for us to get legendaries, but because we bought all the uncommons and commons out of our currently unlocked packs, because we haven't unlocked any hero packs, then we're only going to see rares or legendaries. And we're getting a bit of Valor, so that's cool. Wouldn't mind seeing 1 or 2 more cosmetics. Okay, there's another new player frame, and we got the other Barliman. So we got all our Barlimans so far. Let's keep going. Number 5, I think this is. Another Bjorn and some more Valor. I'm curious to know what the average amount of Valor is you get. I definitely don't think it's worth pulling Palantir views just for the Valor. Like if you have all the cards, you should just save your Palantir views for more content to be unlocked. Alright, we got Gonberry Gone. He's interesting, so he's got stealth, and he gets +1 willpower for every objective in play. So I'm pretty sure when it says objective, it includes hazards as well, I would think. So there's a few quests where there's like 5 objectives at once, so he'd be pretty good in those. Oh, thanks for dropping in. I'll catch you later. let's keep going. Really hoping for that second Erkenbrand. Oh, there it is. Okay. Speak of the devil. Alright, great. So that's really... I'm pretty sure... I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's all I wanted out of the rares and legendaries to start. Like before I wanted to start unlocking hero cards, so... Or hero packs. So let's just see what's unknown so far. There's a hero pack card, hero pack card, hero pack card. Most of these that are left are going to be hero pack cards. There's a few that won't be true with. But yeah, Tom's one. Tom, I don't really care to own yet. I'll get him eventually. I think he's a little overcosted just because he can only defeat a non-unique enemy, and usually the ones you have issues with are going to be the unique enemies. Though it's not always the case. There is going to be quests where he's going to be very useful. Like I'm pretty sure the Hill Troll is considered non-unique. But anyway, he's really expensive. I definitely never just pay straight value for him. Hazards are optional objectives. Okay, yeah, so they do count as objectives. That's another hero pack card. Another hero pack card. Okay, so everything else except Tom is a hero pack card. So maybe I should... Nah, I don't really care enough to get Tom. Alright, so let's check out the hero packs real quick. See what our options are. We got Legolas. Legolas has a great power. He deals a damage every upkeep, and he's ranged, so he can ignore guard. The only downside I can see to this deal 1 damage is if there's no enemies up on the board, then you can't use it, and then if an enemy gets played that turn, then you would have like wasted it. But it's a lot more flexible than say, or in most cases, it's more flexible than say just having 3 attack. But again, it's not as good against people with the guard as well, because it'll do 0 damage against someone, or not guard, sorry, someone with block. So that's one small thing. Also in the Legolas pack, we have the Bow of Galadriel. Gain 1 attack and ranged for 2. That's pretty solid. I was just saying I don't like the Ranger's Blade because it's gain +1 attack for 1. But ranged can be pretty useful, especially on a few different quests. So I think this definitely has its case. I wouldn't put it in every deck, but in decks where I'm really worried about guard enemies, then I would probably throw this in. Quicker than sight, discard the next attachment that Sauron plays. I don't know. This for 1 cost, it's not bad, and there's definitely gonna be uses for it in certain decks again, or in certain encounters. Treat people, return a Sylvan ally to your hand to play a random Sylvan ally. Costs 1, and you have to have a Sylvan ally in play. So there are a lot of 1-cost Sylvan allies like the Sylvan Tracker, but there's not a lot of high-cost Sylvan allies yet. So this isn't great yet. It will get better as there's higher cost Sylvan cards that come out. Like, for example, if the Trollshaw Scout was Sylvan instead of Noldor, then that would be a decent swap. But right now, because it's random, and the only really non-1 cost Sylvan card is, I guess there's 2 of them. Oh no, there isn't 2 of them. There's all the currents. No, yeah, the Woodland Courier costs 2. But they all do have arrival effects, which should happen with this swap, so it could be good. And Sylvan Tracker, arrive and give a character stealth. It's a pretty niche ability, but it definitely can save your... Oh, it can pull the Special Haldir ones? I didn't know that. Okay. So I guess if you've played Quest 2, I believe it is, you see a bunch of Haldir and Sylvan cards at the end that aren't playable characters yet. But as Hunker just mentioned, I guess you can pull those with tree people, even though they're not able to be put in your deck yet. And yeah, so Sylvan Tracker's all right. Like 113 isn't the greatest, and giving a character stealth can definitely save them. But yeah, overall, I would say you're mostly getting this pack for Legolas. So let's just look at the other packs real quick before we buy one. Faramir, 2/110, so really similar stat line to Legolas, ranged again. And he's got Vanquish, draw one card. So anytime he kills an enemy, you get to draw an extra card. So that can really stack up, especially if he's got Stalwart or was it Unyielding Courage or Unexpected Courage? One of the two. Yeah, so you can add some major card draw. The only downside is right now, like, I feel like card draw isn't super necessary. With the ally limit and resource limit kind of right now, you're usually more bottlenecked on resources than you are cards. So it will give you more options, but I don't think there's the kind of resource and economy cards to make it great. Oh, you've seen him pull a 306. That's pretty awesome. Back to talking about tree. What's it called? Tree people? It's not called tree people. Yeah, the tree people. All right, and so let's look at these other cards. We got Gondorian Shield, which is gain 2 health and block. Block's always great. I think for the cost of 3, though, I'd rather run Raymond of War, which gives you, which costs 4, but gives you an attack as well. Though this isn't bad, and also if you're not running tactics, I guess you don't have the option of including that in your deck. So if you're just running leadership and not tactics, then this is a great source of block. Mablung, he's 2/15, costs 4. He's ranged as well, and when he arrives, he exhausts a non-nuke enemy. So that's a great arrival ability, which can really lower your damage that you're taking. So that provides some like damage mitigation there as well. Well prepared, so similar to what we saw earlier, but cancels the next event that Sauron plays instead of attachment. Again, pretty solid, and there's a lot of high cost events that this can really get you an economic advantage, like a resource advantage on. And finally, we have Ranger Spears. This is a weapon that gives block, so gain +1 attack and block, and it costs 3. Again, block's great, but if you're running armor in your deck, then you're probably specifically running armor that has block anyway, and block doesn't stack with each other. So there's not, assuming I have a few like Raymonds of War or Gondorian Shields, or is it Round Shield that has a block on it as well, then I probably wouldn't run Spear. So a few of these cards are good, and Faramir is good situationally if you need card draw, but we'll come back to that as well. Yeah, true. If you're not running lore as well, you can get a bit of health. All right, and then we have Eowyn as well. So Eowyn's a 2/18, which doesn't look great, but she's only 9 threat, and she gains 2 attack, 2 willpower after the first time a character is damaged in the round. So similar to Gimli's ability. So after someone takes damage, she gets 2 more willpower, where Gimli gets 1 more attack. That makes her stat line 238, which is really amazing. Like having a stat at 3 is a huge difference between having like a 2/2 stat line, because everything's about action economy. So if you can, the difference between one-shotting like a hazard or an enemy by having 1 extra stat can be a huge difference in how successful you are in completing a mission. Peter, the games with Whitman, thank you for following. Sorry, I just struggled on that. Um, and then so also we have Escort from Edoras, 112 for one. Not great, but when he dies, you can ready a character. So you basically put him in, and you block with him, and then you get to ready one of your heroes. So it's the same cost as what's the leadership event that lets you ready a guy? That one's like I've got a list of cards right here. Ever Vigilant. So it's the same cost as Ever Vigilant. You can also block with him so he can absorb an attack, and then once he dies, you can ready a character. And I'm pretty sure you get to choose the character. I haven't played with it before. Hey man, thanks for joining. So yeah, this is actually a really solid card. I think I've overlooked it before. I don't know where I have it like. I have like a list of rated cards right now, but now as I'm sitting here reading this, I think it's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna have to revisit and see what I kind of gave that power as a rating. Then we have it Sterner Than Steel. Every character in play gains +1 willpower. I forget off the top of my head if this is permanent or not. If it is permanent, then this is an amazing card, and it should be in every spirit deck. If it's not permanent, then it's not as good. And there's probably still situational places to use it, but really this can give you +7. If you have 7 guys there, this can give you up to 7 willpower for a turn. If it's permanent, then it can give you 7 willpower for the rest of the game, as long as those guys don't die that were affected by it. So I forget which of those two are off the top of my head, but this is very solid. House of Healing costs 5, which is a ton, but you get to bring a hero back from the dead, basically. He comes back exhausted, and I guess the only downside of this is you hope to never have a hero die, so it's kind of like you should never plan to have to use this, so you maybe shouldn't have it in your deck. I could see putting one of them in my deck for like really hard missions later on, but right now you don't really need it. And then finally we have Shield of Rohan, which is gain +2 health. Again, kind of like you mentioned earlier with the earlier shield, it's a way to get health outside of lore. And even with lore, it raises your max health, right? So some decks, the heroes have such low health that it's hard to get high scores with them right now. So you almost need some shields to be able to hit those high scores. Would I ever put this one in my deck? Probably not, to be honest. Unless I really needed a lot of healing and I wasn't running lore, I'd probably just run Raiment again. I think Raiment gives you the block and it gives you an attack, and I don't know, it's just a lot better. Anyway, I think this is like the best hero pack, so we're gonna probably unlock this one first, but we'll come back to it again. Let's just check out the 4th one real quick, and then we'll go back to unlocking more cards. So so Uncker's saying they need to buff the level 2 cards. So quick explanation: level 2 cards are cards that require two heroes of a sphere to be able to include in your deck. So say I had a level 2 leadership card, like I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this Khazad A Menu is. Then I need to have 2 leadership, so I need to have basically my only options right now would be Aragorn and Dwalin to include this in my deck. It's pretty sweet. It gives a dwarf +2 attack or 3 if it's wounded, which is a ton of attack. But it's hard to get in your deck right now, and it's hard to pass on having 3 spheres available to you because there's so few cards in the deck pool right now. Later on, it won't be as much of an issue at all, but right now, you'll probably be hard pressed to find a good deck that works with that. Back over to Dwalin, 10 threat. He's 2/110 stat line, and he's got kind of a weird ability. It's gain +1 attack and +1 willpower when he's at 5 health or less. My okay, it is only temporary. Okay. Okay, so that's not as good. They need to clarify that. I guess probably most events are temporary and attachments are permanent. But yeah, back on Dwalin for a sec. So my biggest beef with Dwalin is he only gets the bonus when he's at half health or less, or well, specifically at 5 health or less. And it doesn't include, say we gave him a shield and get him up to 12 health. We still have to get him down to 5 to get this bonus. So I think it would be better if it was like gain +1 attack and +1 willpower after Dwalin's taken 5 damage this game. If it's when he's taken 5 damage this game and you can heal that back up and still keep the boost, then he'd be amazing. Because then you're running a 3-2 and similar to how good I was talking about Aowen is. Yeah, Dwalin's just amazing at that point. Especially at that point, you can run Dwalin and Gimli, and they both have really high attack, and you can give them both axes, so they both have 5 attack base. Then you can give them Raiment to get them both up to 6 attack. Then you're basically just going to kill everything. So maybe it's too powerful. Maybe that's why. Because Axe is too powerful. But regardless, this is kind of an interesting niche ability that will become better if they rework the high scores like they're talking about reworking. So I guess we'll see how that plays out. And if there's less of a penalty for having low health, then Dwalin will be a really interesting character to run. Especially if you throw a block on him, you won't be as scared to kind of have him sitting down at 5 health. But otherwise, having him sit at 5 health is pretty scary right now. For little benefit right now. By the way, so other than that, we have a Will of Steel, 1 spirit, 1 cost spirit card. Apply the hero's attack as progress to an objective. So this can be really great. It makes your more attack heavy characters and heroes, or I guess it's only heroes, more flexible and able to quest. My only kind of issue with it is if you're running a spirit deck, you generally don't have a lot of issues with willpower anyway, because spirit is a lot of high willpower characters. But there probably is some scenarios where maybe there'll be like a lower willpower spirit hero later on where you're going to need this to be able to run through quests faster and complete objectives. So there's definitely a place for Will of Steel. Then we have we already went over Kaz Edmenu. We've Erebor Record Keeper. During the upkeep, you get to draw an extra card. He's 1/2/4 for cost of 2. It's just adds a ton of card draw. You're already drawing 2 cards a turn, so now you're drawing 3 cards a turn, and your issue again is going to be resources. So I guess if you're running, say, Dwalin, and you're running a Dwarf deck, and you have Sigil Miners as well, there's the possibility that you have like 2 Sigil Miners out and you're getting 2 extra resources a turn. Then you might need those extra draw cards, but if you're running 2 Sigil Miners and you have an Erebor Record Keeper out, that only leaves 1 more slot for another ally. So I don't know. There's bottlenecks currently, and I think kind of the least bottleneck right now is drawing cards, but maybe other people have run into other issues where they need more cards, and then if that's the case, then Erebor Record Keeper is a great option, because especially where his draw card is during the upkeep, so it's free, and he still has 2 willpower, so he's as good as a lot of other 2, like he's got a similar style line to other 2 willpower heroes or allies, and he still only costs 2, so he's a pretty solid card if you need card draw, or if you need dwarves, because technically you could play him and throw a Dwarven Axe on him, then you have a 3/2/4. He's kind of flimsy, but he can do 3 damage still, which is for 4 cost total for like 2 to put him out and 2 to put the axe on him. It's pretty good. And then finally we have get the orcs. Deal 2 damage to every orc for cost of 3. So we've already seen quests. Like I think it's, I don't know if it's quest 4 later on. Well, most of the quests right now we're running into a lot of orcs. Like I think 3, 4, and 5 we see quite a few orcs. So there's one especially that you're in a tower. I think that's number 4. Or it might be 5, but anyway, and there's orcs spawning every turn automatically from the objective, plus Soren's playing a lot of orcs. So say you have even 4 orcs out, paying 3 to get 8 damage out is pretty amazing. So again, situational on the quest, but a really solid card. So I do like the cards in this pack, but I'm not crazy about the hero right now. So let's go back to a pack where I like both, and we'll get the AON pack. So we get a Palantir review for purchasing this with Valor. So we're at just under 10,000 Valor now. And what we want to do is we want to jump over to Valor cards, and we want to buy the 2 new commons and uncommons that we just unlocked. So that would be nothing here. Shield of Rohan's one. Oh yeah, I guess, sorry, just one card of each. Yeah, so this is even cheaper than I thought. So we're not going to go through as much Valor as I was thinking. So $750 to get the last Shield of Rohan, and wait, what am I missing here? Why is it not showing anything on the 3rd page, even though it's saying there's a 3rd page? Oh, here's the other guy we're looking for, the escort. Oh yeah, thanks Ankar. All right, so now we can go back and do some more Palantir review pulls. All right, so I guess we're only looking for 2 more cards aside from, yeah. So House of Healing, so that's our rare, and we got a Gimli avatar. And then there should be 3 legendaries in my pool right now. 2 Toms and Sterner Than Steel. Alright, awesome. So we get some more Valor as well. Alright. So we can unlock another deck, or another hero pack now. And I think we have to get the Legless pack next. I think there were cards I liked more in the Dwellin pack, but I like Legolas as a hero, and I'd like to try him out. So let's go with Legolas. And again, we'll let's see if we can see what the cards were again real quick. I think Quicker Than Sight, the Tree People, and Sylvan Tracker. So I think Sylvan Tracker and Quicker Than Sight are the ones who want unlocked. So let's just go check those real quick. Yeah, Quicker Than Sight, uncommon. And oh, I must have just missed it. Yeah, Sylvan Tracker. Alright, sweet. And we'll be able to get one more hero pack after this. Let's go to the Palantir and get those 2 new cards as well. See if we get any more cosmetics. I like how the views in the Palantir are different every time. So we got the Tree People. So again, we have a couple legendaries up for grabs here. Tom or the Bow. There we go. We got our first Tom. Yeah, Eowyn seems really strong. I agree, Whitman. Then we got our Bow. So there's one more Tom in there, but we'll keep him in there for now. And then we'll go back and we can buy one more pack. Oh. And it's down to Faramir. Just want to check out these cards again. So Faramir gives us a leadership block, basically. And Mablung, which seems pretty good. Well prepared. And Ranger Spear I don't think I would use. Or we have Dwalin, which gives us card draw, Will Steel, which I don't think we really need right now. Kaza Admin U, which we can't really use that well. And get the Orcs, which does seem strong. Let's go with Faramir for now. We'll leave Dwalin for last. And so we still have a bunch of Palantir views. I'm trying to think. Yeah, actually, we have way more than we need because yeah, we have 10 left and we only have one more card pack to get after this. So let's just get the common here, and then we'll kind of waste a. Where's the common here? What am I looking for? Oh, is this actually... This is the pack that doesn't have a common, I believe. So we'll buy Ranger Spear. And then there's 2 rares and a legendary to unlock. Okay. Okay, that actually works out perfectly for how much Valor I have. So we'll get Ranger Spear. Then I don't have to worry that I'm wasting Palantir views on an uncommon. And we'll do either 3 or 4 more pulls here till we have everything that we've unlocked so far. Alright, Gondorian Shield. I think I said Darien. And well prepared. Then we're hoping to get Mublong. Alright, sweet. So we got Mublong as well. Alright, so I've got 3 new heroes. I'm not actually done getting all the Palantir views with Tom yet either, but let's create a deck with the 3 new heroes we got. Oh, that's probably loud. Call it new heroes. And we'll put in yeah, all three of the new guys. Alright, and then let's see. I don't know if we need Dwarven Axe because we don't have a ton of dwarves. Let's pick out some allies first. Alright. So who do I like for allies? I like Galadorn Archer, I like Handmaiden, I like Caregiver, I like Lookout, I like Outrider. I'm not crazy about Tracker. I'm not crazy about Trollshaw. I like Axe Hand, I like Took. I like these 2 as well. That's probably too many allies. Let's take out about 4 of them. I think let's take out Archer, where we already have Legolas's ability. They kind of stack together well, but anyway. Actually, 16 should be good. Then we'll grab some attachments. So, I like Starbrooch, I like Warrior Sword. And I like Raymond of War. Okay, we might come back and add some more, but let's grab those for now. And then Feint's pretty good. Let's come back though real quick. I like Lembas. I like Secret Paths. Yeah, and I like Feint. And I guess Watchful Peace. Oh. Watchful Peace over, what was my other option? Maybe self-preservation. This will be my first time not running Arwen, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, maybe I'll take out Feint and put in self-preservation, or take out. I'm gonna take out Secret Paths and put in self-preservation just for a bit of heal. And I feel like self-preservation can really get a lot of value especially if you get it up early. All right, let's try that out. Yeah, I guess I do have some threat reduction in there with I forget what the card's called instantly after putting it in there. With a watchful piece. And I guess just jump in. Let's do first mission, even though it's. Oh no, I didn't change the deck. Damn it. All right, one sec. I'll fix that. All right, let's do it. So we're playing normal. The goal is to get 250, and hoping to get 250 and get some more Palantir views that we don't really need yet, but we might as well stockpile in for the next heroes to come out. All right, so we got a bunch of Tooks, which we probably don't need to start. I'll keep one of them because then I can play like a 2-1. And I do like Athelian Lookouts. The 2-2-4 stat line's great. So let's run with these three. And we got an Axe Hand and a Caregiver as well. So, yeah, I guess the deck is pretty pretty ally heavy, but well, that just means we can throw in a lot of allies to block with. So, all right. So these two guys are ranged, so I'm not used to having that available. Eowyn can. We want to kill this guy first anyway, and they won't get reciprocal damage from Guard, and he'll get to draw a card. So let's kill him. Cool. We got a Feint. All right, and now we want to start putting in some guys who will be able to guard. So let's put a Veteran Axe Hand out first. All right, we will block with Veteran Axe Hand. Now that they're all exhausted, we'll play Wandering Took to reduce Soren's resources before he starts playing cards. Alright, it's not bad. And, do I want to slow roll this a little bit until we see what else he plays? Yeah, I guess so. Trying to just do some quick math here in my head. Yeah, I'll just play that on that. Alright, so another Force Spire. Legolas is already a little low, so let's block over here. And then we'll set this guy up to get killed. I guess we'll be able to kill either one of them next turn. So, doesn't really matter. Alright. Ooh, I do want to get Gloin out pretty quickly. Alright, so we'll deal one damage to this guy to put him one attack away from dying. Ooh, and we also have Westfold Outrider. We're going to be through this pretty soon, but I'm kind of tempted to feint this guy. Regardless. He's probably not attacking first, so let's throw up a guard first. I guess I could have just killed that guy. Couldn't have I? No, never mind. He just took 2 damage. Alright, let's kill this guy then. We'll get another card draw. So that's what I'm saying, like, I'm going to end up with so many cards and not be able to play them. Alright, Star Rouge on, it's got to be on Aowen, right? Because her stat line is just the best. Alright, we got Sting. And let's just fade up and then we'll travel. Though I am kind of tempted to wait a turn so I can get Gloin out before I travel. That's probably worth doing. Then I can have someone who can block basically the rest of the game for me. Yeah, let's wait an extra turn. I always hate waiting when I can travel, but I think it makes sense to do in this case. Actually, I am really worried about these treacheries up here. So, hopefully I can play some bad events and bad attachments before I next have to. Alright, Watchful Peace kind of counts as that. Let's kill this guy to start. Alright, we're gonna have to get some heals up soon. Poisoned by spiders. Okay. Let's get Dwalin up here. Oh man, I just lost all my event cards. That hurts. I lost the Lookout. Man, I'm losing a lot of cards. Down to 17 in the deck already. Let's throw Sting up on Dwalin or... Yeah, I guess Dwalin. No, not Dwalin. Let's put him on Faramir. Then we'll just get crazy card draw. Wait, did you just cast that on... Oh no, never mind. His power just became active to remove that shadow attachment. Okay. Alright. And then we'll put self-preservation... Ooh, we're about to lose 2 heroes, right? Let's put a caregiver then on Legolas. Alright, and then we'll just fade up. And we'll have pretty high fate going to the next round. I might grab this Lambus. And we'll guard with him, actually. Yeah, let's grab the Lembus, and we'll keep going. Alright. How are we doing, guys? Alright, you agreed with the Faramir choice, eh? That's good. Oh no, this isn't the quest where we lose a guy. What am I talking about? Alright, we're going to be able to kill the bear right away. Again, Legolas's ability is great. Kill the bear and then get a card draw. Oh, nice. Raymond of War. Raymond of War is going to be tempted to put on Faramir as well, but it should probably go on Legolas since he's the lowest health. Let's see what happens. What's this do again? Reduce card draw by 1. Get rid of that. I'm just going to leave the snake up. I know we don't have as much as much health as or as much healing as I'm used to, but I'm not too worried about either of these guys doing damage. Let's put defend up on glowing again. What's this draw? Ready character and deal 1 damage to it. I would do that if I'd block up on someone right now, but I don't. I think the snake might kill the took, so let's just fade up with the took. Oh no, he's just gonna pass the snake. Interesting. Did she already go? I didn't know she'd gone already. Didn't she have stalwart? Oh yeah, never mind, she went. All right, I forgot about the hazard. Hey Stokes, how's it going, man? Thanks for dropping in. Oh, did I miss math that? No, we should be fine actually. I just need to play another ally here. I was hoping to get self-preservation out, but I'd rather travel this turn. Alright, so Legolas should be back this turn. Be helpful. So I think we're fighting the big bear. But we do need to lose a guy to make room for Grimbjorn here. So, oh, there's some extra spiders. Forgot about that. That's what I get for having the log up. See a block? Oh, I right-click there to see if he had block, but I guess right or left click activates that. But luckily he didn't have block. So let's defend with him. And then we will... I guess just defend with glowing. Yeah, that's all right. That's who I wanted to hit anyway. I just wanted to make sure that that the bear didn't have block. I couldn't remember. It's been a little while since I've done this quest. All right, and again, we're just gonna put up a bunch of blocks because we don't want our heroes to take damage. And interesting. If I put Raymond of War on Faramir right now, we can one-shot one of the other spiders. Let's do that. Oh wait, Faramir, does he have Sting on him, or does it? Or he has Sting on him. I didn't need that extra attack at all. Oh well. This is why you pay attention. Alright, don't care about him. Let's just do... Let's get rid of that for right now. Alright. And we'll fade up. Ooh, don't go on the big bear. Damn it. +1 threat after the bear gets attacked is really annoying. Is it after he takes damage or after he gets attacked? Okay, after attacking. So I think like Legolas's ability won't trigger that. So if we do 8 damage on him right now, ooh, that'll. I guess we're at that anyway. 2 wild bears interplay. That's all right. We can handle a couple more bears, right? Look at all these allies we have. Alright, so Legolas will finish him off. I'm pretty sure there's not... Ooh, do the wild bears have pursuit? I think they might. So I'm going to have to kill the wild bears, unless I play this Fate event, which I've never played before. So should I kill one of these 2/2 spiders or try to get to this Fate event? We'll play it safe. We'll kill a spider because I'm not 100% sure what the bear's stat line is. No, I still haven't got self-preservation yet out, have I? There's not a lot of turns left. Alright, wild bears do have pursuit and stalwart. Boom. Alright, another star roach and a caregiver. Good. We definitely need the healing. Right. Alright, thanks. Yeah. Hey, Loch Ness, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining. Yeah, so we can just kill the bears with Grimbjorn, actually. Ooh, actually, we could just kill them with Faramir as well and then draw a card. Which might put me over my card limit. No, not yet. Ooh, that's close. Alright, let's throw up a block over here. And then kill this guy. Alright, as much as I just want to kill the 2/4, I have to put up a card first and then kill him. Alright, now we're looking a bit better. This caregiver is useless right now. I guess let's put a block on him. And Fate's not going to do anything, but we'll Fate up anyway. And we'll put block on this guy. And then what can we do? If I put up a caregiver, I have to get rid of somebody. So let's just Lembas. Let's put self-preservation out for now. Alright. And I guess a warrior sword on Legolas as well. Alright, and now we will travel. So next turn we'll be able to play 4 points of healing on Legolas. And we have lots of heals up, or lots of guards up, so we should be okay for a little bit. Oh no. I completely forgot about this threat event. This is a disaster. Well, guys, I screwed that up very badly. Shoot. Huh. Yeah. What's up, Redtail? It sucks too because if I had healed, I'd be at 3 health right now. I could kill this guy with Faramir. He would take 2 damage. I could block with Eowyn. This isn't ideal. This is not ideal, guys. Okay, I guess if I play with Caregiver right now, and then block with Caregiver next turn, or guard with her. And then guard over... Actually, wait. Faramir is Raymond of War. Why don't I block with him? Okay. Blocking with Faramir. Oh, and I could can almost kill that guy, but I can't, so block the win. Alright, now we put out another blocker. Ooh, thank goodness Legless is not exhausted. That could have been very poor timing. Alright, then we're out of resources for this turn. So oh man, if I get Willock up, 3. No, I only have 5 left. Alright, so let's just kill some guys. This guy for sure. I lost both my lower threat cards, didn't I? I was gonna say I'm about to go over the threat threshold for full points, which sucks. All right, we're gonna have to block here so Legless doesn't die. All right. Good news is we still have self-preservation on him, right? So that's something. I guess this guy. Alright, so throw up a block. Throw up a block over here. Throw up a block here. And kill that guy. Actually, Faramir has the highest attack. Let's just use A1. I don't think we're going to get Willock out. I could just feint that guy. Let's kill him. Ooh, I just got an achievement. Want to get to draw a card there? It's because my hand's full, probably. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, and we'll Lembas up. Legolas. I almost don't want to kill the other guy right away because I want to be able to play my other Lembas. So this is probably going to seem weird that I'm not ending it during the upkeep with this free attack, but then I wouldn't get to heal as much. Oh, I can lose 1 threat this way, but it's not going to put me below the threat level. It would just only put me down to 41. Alright, so we'll deal 1 damage to him. And oh yeah, this guy won't die right away because we're not defending. So we'll just Lembas. I guess either of these two works. Alright, and then end it, I guess. There's no other way for me to get any health. I can lower my threat by 1. I don't think that's going to matter point-wise, but let's do it. Alright. I can just kill this guy right away. Alright, and let's end it. So I don't think I'm gonna get to 250 here. But in my defense, first time. Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of points to lose, for one point of threat. I'm okay with not getting 250 there if I didn't. Yeah, 230. So if I'd been one threat lower, I would have been fine. And I lost all those threat reduction cards to that discard all events. So I didn't use enough fate events either. Didn't I use... I got Glowing out, I got Grimborn out, I got the Lembus. Did I not do one more thing? No, I guess not, And I was short on the hero's health as well. The hero's health one's weird too, though, because it's like... I think you have to have the 28 to get to 40, so it's a pretty big window in between, I don't know, 22 and 28 to get... or 27 to get 30. But that might depend a little bit on starting health. Anyway, we didn't get it, but we did get some VP, I guess, for getting over 200. And, oh, you think they already tweaked the hero health one? Okay, interesting. Well, I'm trying to think of if I have time to do another one before my... I've got a fantasy football draft tonight, so... Ooh, I got a lot of Valor there. How much Valor was that? Wasn't I at like 25 Valor when I went in there? So I get... Oh, our daily's back? No. It wasn't from dailies. How did I just get 1,000 Valor? Oh, I get some from Palantir reviews, which maybe I didn't count. And forgot about. And then I probably got, I got 230 from the quest. And 150 from the quest, so 380. I didn't get 1,000 from Palantir reviews, did I? Okay, cool. I caught some of the stream today, but not all of it. I'm actually going to go back and listen to it probably tonight. But yeah, anyway, so I guess let's a quick look at some of the different heroes that are available, because I hadn't had any of those three on the stream before yet, obviously, since I just unlocked them. But I do really like them. I'm still not crazy about Faramir because I just had too many cards. Like, we were even not able to use his power because I had so many cards. And I know cards give you lots of options, but I don't know. Maybe just the decks I'm using just have a lot of redundancies. Like, I ended up with a lot of allies. If I was going to go back through, I would take out probably the Westfold Outriders, because I found I wasn't able to use their ability very well because I was already doing damage to people doing upkeep with Legolas. So maybe I'd switch out the Westfold Outriders for the Galdon Archers, or there was another. What was the other event I was looking at? I think there was an event or attachment that I was talking about putting in. Why can't I see Kamikaze right now? I shouldn't be able to see... I shouldn't be able to see leadership right now. So there's some kind of bug there with the filters. Yeah, no, that's true. The fact that the quests are so combat focused do make him, like, in less swarmy decks, let's say, with more powerful enemies instead of a lot of weak enemies, Faramir wouldn't be as good. Like, or he wouldn't be drawing such a ridiculous amount of cards, but I don't know. But like, same with like Erebor Record Keeper. Like, I just feel like you end up with so many cards. Like, I guess putting Unexpected Courage in there would be pretty good. Or I know I already have Starbooch, but like, especially for guys who I plan on stacking a high attack with, like, say like on Faramir, or even Legolas to a lesser extent. Maybe it was Secret Pass, but again, like I feel like in that quest specifically, I never needed Secret Pass. But there's other quests where it comes in handy, especially the ones where you're like waiting for reinforcements or you're waiting to stop guys from spawning basically, and you can't interact with it. Secret Pass you can still interact with, so it really speeds up the quest. Like that's basically a skip 2 rounds in some of the quests. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I think I do have to go ready for that fantasy draft. So appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the game still and continue to give positive, constructive feedback based on what the devs there have been switching up and talking about. And yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing to play. So I'll be back on this week, I'm sure, and playing some more because I'm really enjoying it, and I've got a bunch of new heroes to play with now. So yeah, have a great night, guys, and thanks again for stopping in. Cheers.